Before I start this video, I have something unfortunate that I have to announce. I know I should have been looking forward to the Kentucky Derby and putting this video out, but Saturday morning, I woke up to the news that racing legend Alex Zanardi passed away. Born in Italy, Alex had 5 seasons in Formula 1, but really shined in kart in the late 90s, gathering 15 wins and 2 championships. Even though his legs were severed in that fateful incident at the Lausitz Ring in 2001, after losing 3/4 of his blood and nearly dying as a result of the injuries, Alex still got up and said, "I'm not done yet." He got back behind the wheel, racing touring cars across the World Touring Car Championship in DTM, and even won the 2005 Italian Super Turismo Championship, which is regarded as Italy's premier touring car championship, and even made a start in the Rolex 24 at Daytona. And that wasn't all. Alex Zanardi also became a Paralympian and won multiple gold medals in paracycling across the World Championship and Paralympic Games stage. And even after having his house burnt down and another near-fatal cycling incident before that, he survived and continued to be one of the most inspiring racers the world has ever seen. And for that, Alex Zanardi will always be missed in the world of motorsports. Alex Zanardi was 59 years old. Hello and welcome to episode 65 of iRacing Rush. Here we are at Texas Motor Speedway, ready to race some trucks. Of course, I don't have that much experience at this track in this thing at all. Some of the Cup Series, yes, but not in the trucks. Really, the only one car that I'm well versed in here is IndyCar. Of course, I did get a win here in the IndyCars. But since it's nighttime, we should have more grip just because of the fact when it cools down, it's not going to produce as much heat for the tires. So we should be able to keep them alive for longer. We'll use the outside to swoop in, start our qualifying lap. Want to take 1 and 2 carefully. It's very weird on when to get off the throttle, when to turn in. That's the one thing I'm worried about. Definitely not 3 and 4. It's literally easy. Just watch. Full throttle all the way around. Oh damn, almost put in a 29-second time. But because I wasn't using that sweeper entry for 3 and 4 like I did on the first lap, I don't know how much faster this one's gonna be. Even though I did feel better in 1 and 2. Across the line, second qualifying lap done. 29.983, first driver in that range. About to get this race started. We held on to the pole by almost a 10.5 over Todd Collins. He'll be lining up on the outside in the 18. A couple of guys I'm already seeing not gridding up on the way in. Sandy Berger, Tristan Jones. Also, with how the revs work for this setup today, I think it'll be better to actually restart in first gear. I'm going to show you how the revs actually work in first gear as soon as this pace car rolls off. As you can see, we're still remaining about 6,000, so this should be a better option. Green flag at Texas Motor Speedway. It's a great start.
Wow, get the hell out of the way.
And already a caution on lap 1. So at least this way we'll be able to keep our tires once again lasting longer. Of course, since it's a 40-lap race on an intermediate track, I think pit strategy will still come into play. New tires will definitely help in 1 and 2, where you have to back off, have as much grip as possible. It's the complete opposite of 3 and 4. Coming up to the green flag.
Back of my car all control. Where's the 5?
Someone's mad at my back already. Getting his car messed up. But once again, another grid restart here. And they're side by side for second behind Todd Collins and Brian Tyre. Quite a last name, I'll say. Basically, the only thing we have to worry about in this race, again, is 1 and 2. As long as we keep leading the way, our entry and runs throughout the corner will be the only thing that help us win this race. Closing in within half a second, Todd Collins. Right now, I just want to worry about saving the tires. I'm not really worried about losing the lead or them closing in. I think tires, especially 1 and 2, will be what win this race. And they're still battling hard behind Brian Tyre, trying to look every way around, trying to stay within that slipstream. Caution's out on lap 18. And now this is where we have to worry about tires, since we are around halfway home. Todd has actually not closed in anymore since about 10 laps ago. I don't know if he's trying to stay conservative like me and just stay in the slipstream. But I definitely think if we want to have a good chance of winning the race, we have to come in. A lot of people behind are going to come in for new tires to get better grip in 1 and 2. And if you can gain time in 1 and 2, that's going to help you big time in getting to the front and winning the race here. Other lead cars are coming in, Todd Collins and Brian Tyre. Robert is going to stay out.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Carefully stop. There we go.
Alright, that's it. What the?
How the heck is Todd getting out so quickly? Did he only take 2? That's the only way I can think of that he got out that quickly. But no worries. I know we have a car to win. Danny Mitchell, Justin Harrison, our other lead lap cars that stayed, or no, came in. And there is now about only 4 cars ahead of us. Or, no, 5. Guess we'll restart on the outside anyway. Richard Raymond is actually a lapped car, so he'll have to drop to the back. Todd will be on our inside, and we're about to see how quickly we can get around these worn tire guys on the restart. That'll be another critical factor. If one is able to get ahead of all of them quickly while the other struggles for even just a bit of time, that can definitely determine the race. As for the restart, we'll try to once again use a little trick of trying to pass on the outside. Everyone gets off to a good start, but Forvo doesn't. He's going to hold up Todd. And the caution's already out. I don't see Todd Collins anywhere near us in the relative or in the mirror. Wonder if he was caught up in it. Brian Tyre, though, he is able to survive and move up to 5th, so might have to worry about him. Pace car will come in any moment. Robert Maligan leading the way, but the top 3 is on worn tires. I won't hesitate to go to the outside again if I need to. Green flag, and as I expected, 15 with a slow start. But since I overtook on the outside, it's completely legal.
Well, I'm going to hold my inside line. If you want to come round me, guys, I'm up to do it. Don't run.
Already up to 2nd, but can we get past Robert? He's going to block the low lane. We're going to go high. And somehow it's going to...
Can you hold a line to save your life or what?
Y'all just had to ruin it, did ya?
Someone might need to go to adjust that rotation. Jesus Christ, you guys just shot out like a bullet. Yeah, I think that's too much steering input with too much throttle. But you can keep put flat on the throttle through that corner 3-4.
Danny Mitchell with his words of wisdom. But,
Well, I am sitting at the back.
like, come on. Texas is, like, I know it's a bit more of a tricky track with 1 and 2, but on a restart especially, it's super easy to drive. We should not be having cautions this quickly, and once again prevents us from taking the lead. We were like only a splitter away from passing the 14, but we're gonna have to restart 2nd again. Robert going a bit slow, trying to stay close to the pace car.
Try to stay on the green line, and then increase the steering ratio. 1 click, 30 seconds.
14 got a good restart there. Already splitting up a lot before the line. But now we have 11 laps to go. Oh god. Something's wrong with my throat again. Whoa, 14 was leaving the inside open and then... Well, it worked. Definitely not complaining about that. Already a caution.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Wow! Oh, mate, I'll be here tomorrow morning.
The streak continues. 3 lap 1 cautions in a row. Robert's going in the pits. Don't really think it'll be that much help now, even though these tires are about... It's been 10 laps, somewhere close to that, to the last pit stop. But because of how many cautions we have, we only have a couple of laps of actual use under these tires, so we're still going to operate like brand new. But anyway, 7 laps to go at Texas. I'd like to see a decent-sized green flag run for once. And I actually don't see, what is his name, Brian Tyre, in the standings anymore. I wonder if he got taken out, and it's going to be a whole new face of guys trying to go for the win. Another great restart. John's mad at the 20 car for some reason. But look at how big the gap is now. A second to second. And he's going to be in a tight battle with Jason McCarthy in 3rd, who moved up from 5th. 3 laps to go right here. Jason is still 0.8 seconds back. Still continuing to improve on our lap times. Now that it's the end of a race, we can finally push a bit harder and ensure we can hold on to the lead. 3rd place is nowhere near 2nd now. Rolando is over 2 seconds behind. And now he's going to fall back again behind Justin Harrison. 2 to go. 0.6 seconds still to work with. I just don't want to overpush the tires and then lose grip. That's my concern. Out of turn 4, it's the final lap at Texas Motor Speedway. Should be a clear, easy path to the line. No one around me in contention. And for the first time, we win at Texas in the Truck Series. Definitely a fun race. Not a lot of battles for the actual lead happened, but some guys kept it close, and we had plenty of cautions as well to go along with it. Alright, we got that over with. Now let's head to the Cup Series. Got us a not-so-big field again. Once again, Texas don't seem to be popular at the time I'm entering. There's only about just over 60 entries, which is barely enough to split the field into 3 splits. And then I have to actually go back in and redo my car setup things again, because once again, iRacing is resetting to default values, even though I'm applying flows on them. Have to be really careful with this setup though. It can be very loose at points. Don't want what happened in the esports qualifying race earlier to happen again here. We can at least try to come home with a win in something. One and 2 felt good. Gonna try a slightly different gear pattern here. Try to do everything in 5th gear for the most part. Still need that throttle blip though to not understeer into a wall. Don't know about that one. The car did feel like very squirrely, like it was on banana peels. I know we're on pole, but I was hoping for some sort of improvement here that we're probably not going to get. To the line, what are we going to get? 527, that's what I thought. But at least over 210s, holy crap. People just really don't like this track. I don't really like it either for the NASCAR side of things, but somehow we got this car again dialed out. Lining up on pole again. So we are once again in good position to win this race. We just have to stay at the front. Unlike the esports qualifier, Terry Klingler will line up next to us in row 1. Let's do this. Second place not lining up as they're supposed to. Once again, trying out the start in 1st gear. I still don't like it. But next time we do a restart, I'm going back to 2nd gear. And then just gotta be careful on the throttle in 3 and 4, even though it's much easier to handle. You can still wear out the right front, and if you try to overslip the rear, you're gonna lose it at some point. Literally nothing has happened, and we're already on lap 11. Thierry is slow, and he started second in the race. He's already heading to the pits. Wonder if he got into a spin. But yeah, maybe it's just a product of this track and its reconfiguration. Just hard to pass here, and it can result in boring races like we're seeing right now. Almost a second again to Bastian Disovic, or Dukovic. I don't know how to pronounce it, but we have a caution out. So now the field's gonna bunch back up. We'll see if we can actually have any battles going. A lot of smoke up here, but still no clue to who actually caused anything. Restarted with 35 to go. Into the zone. Back to racing at Texas. Already pulling a decent gap to the field. Bastian and Sean battling hard for second. Almost halfway home, we caught up to a lap car. Kyle Gaines, he's running 15th. Hopefully he doesn't stay in the way. Oh, now he just disappears. That honestly made me quite anxious. I didn't know if he was going to reappear and where. But we've reached halfway, no harm done. We're still a second and a half ahead of second place, even though I am feeling somewhere kicking, which is pretty normal, especially around 1 and 2, with how much less banking there is. Kyle's in the freaking way again. Had to back off and use a middle. Gap is still over 2.5 seconds though, so I'm not worried. We have 14 laps left now. I have a feeling that the guys behind me just didn't do a good enough job saving the tires. Of course, you can see my steering wheel inputs. I'm not really turning the car much at all. I'm just steering with the pedals, let the car settle in the middle. 10 laps to go. Still nothing really happening at all in this race. Like, I always thought there would be at least some cautions that forced us to think about pit strategy, but there really isn't. The gap is now over 4 seconds to Sean Alexander in second, Arthur Pereira in third. We have a couple more lap cars we might have to worry about ahead, especially Donald Smith right in front of us in the red car. There's someone coming out of a pit. I think that's Eric Armstrong. Having to shift low early. But now we have 7 laps to go. I really wish there was something happening just so I can have something to talk about. I don't want to jinx it and then have something happen which puts our win in jeopardy, but I'm legit getting bored driving laps around here. It feels like just a regular time trial rather than an actual race. 4 laps to go and another friggin' lap car to deal with. It looked like he was going to cut down in front of me, so I was worried. Luckily, he moved up at the last second. 3 laps to go, still 5 seconds ahead of second. We're basically cruising at this point, unless something drastic happens. This better not be a jinx that I'm pulling off, now that I said it. 2 laps to go at Texas Motor Speedway. Not only are we about to pull off the double here in this episode, both trucks and Cup Series wins, we're also going to pull off, I guess, kind of the Texas double itself, winning both IndyCar and NASCAR Cup here. Out of turn 4, and it's the final lap. Even though I'm kind of backing off here, taking it easy, the gap is still opening, 5.2. But now that we reach the final lap, it's next flag ends the race. If a caution were to come out, race is over. I have nothing to worry about. The cautions don't really come out on the last lap anyway. And finally out of turn 4. 50 laps, 75 miles. And we pull it off. NASCAR victory again at Texas. Flag to flag victory. Pull and win. And finally, we get to go back to doing donuts.
Shane Thompson, number 19. He's the winner. Great job, Shane. Good driving by everybody. I appreciate the chance to race with you fellas. Praise the Lord.
Thank you, Terry.
Amen. Terry.
Oh, this guy doing donuts with me is now hitting the wall. So a fun twin burn now with me and Gabriel. And thank you all for sticking around for this episode. I know the racing for the most part has been absolutely boring, but fun to at least pull off a double. If you want to see more iRacing content like this, please like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to the channel. And I'll see you all another time.